Hello, my name is Judy. I'm a violin teacher and I teach in the Methodist School of Music. Today, I would like to share with you the basic steps of tuning the violin. The first step, you need to get a gadget. Maybe a tuner like this or like this. You can get them in the music store or online. You can also use a piano or a keyboard. You can also use a pitch pipe, tuning fork, or you can download an app, Chromatic Tuner app from the App Store. I think for the first timers, it's better to grab a chair and then you sit down, and so that it's safer for the violin and yourself. Secondly, you will need to know the names of the strings. For violin, it will be G, D, A, and E. If you play the viola, it will be C, G, D, A. You tune by using the adjusters or the fine tuners or the packs here. One for each string. The lower one here on this side is for E, and this is for A, and this is for D, and this is for G. And for the adjusters, it's quite easy. This is for E, and then A, D, and G. Sorry, I'm missing the D and G. Let me talk about the adjusters first. It comes with screws like this, which you can turn clockwise, anti-clockwise. When you turn clockwise, you are tightening the screw. And when you turn anti-clockwise, you are loosening the screw. When you tighten the screw, the pitch will go up. So if you think you are too low, this string is too low, you tighten the screw to make the pitch higher. If you think you are too high, the pitch is too high, you loosen the screw and then the pitch will go down. Okay, now the tuning process. We always start with tuning the A string. Now you can use your keyboard or piano. You can play the A, which is right above the middle C, or use your tuner or your tuning fork. It should be an A tuning fork. If you use the tuner, you just make sure that it's A and it's 440 Hertz. So what I do now is I turn it on, and then I check my A string to the tuner. Whoops, it's not in tune. So what do I do now? I have to know whether I'm too low or too high. So obviously I'm too low. So what do I do now? I turn the screw. So I tighten the screw to make it sound higher. Can you hear? When I tighten the screw, it keeps going higher and higher. And now I'm too high compared to this A. So what do I do now? I loosen the screw until it sounds exactly the same as the tuner. What I just did is I used the sound function of the tuner to tune my A. You can also move the note to, for example, G, to tune your G string, and then you can move to D to tune your D string, and you can also move to E to tune your E string. Likewise, you can also play on the piano your G, D, A, and E to track with the strings. And the next function I can use is the tuning function. This one you have no sound, and then there's a needle. Can you see the needle going right and left? And I will use the needle and I will play my A, and you'll see the needle. If I'm too low, it will go to this side. If I'm too high, it will go that side. So if I'm too low, this light will turn orange. If I'm too high, the light will turn red. If I'm right in tune, it will turn green. Let's see, let's check. So I'm flat, so I screw this, tighten the screw, and then I play again. So I'm too high now. I'm too high now. What do? Loosen the screw, right? Okay, let's check. Yep, now it's green. So I'm in tune now. So I can use this to check all my strings. And make sure you see when you're playing A, this side is an A, alright? Like this. Anyway, I'm tuning E. You see a E over there? Yep. And this other tuner that I have has 3 lights. It also has a needle. So you can, it's almost the same. You can check like this. Yeah, green light. So I need to tighten it a little bit. And then the E. Sorry, I'll tighten a bit more. And then the E. Yay! And now I'm in tune. Next, I would like to show you how you can tune with the pegs. It's very tricky because it's quite dangerous to turn the pegs. If you turn it too hard, your strings will break. So what do you do now? You can loosen the strings a little bit, turn the peg this way to loosen it. And then you slowly pushing the peg in and tune it up. Slowly turn it back up. Like this. Why do we have to push in? Because if we don't push and turn at the same time, the pegs will sleep. Let me show you. Like this. If I don't turn it in, like push it inside, right? You see, it got worse, right? So I have to slowly turn it, and while I turn, I push it in. Oops. Okay, now I'm almost in tune. So if you have the fine tuners, at this point you can use your fine tuner to make it even more in tune, exactly in tune. This is the D string. For this D string, it's the same. You go this way to loosen the string. You see that? Okay. And then after that, you want to tune it up. You don't loosen it all. You know? If you loosen it all, then it's too much a hassle. So you just loosen it a little bit, and then you tune it up again, plucking it. And the A also. Yeah. Make sure you grab a chair and sit down and do it slowly. You don't have to rush through your tuning process. Okay, after tuning the A string, you can basically tune the other 3 strings according to your A. So, how do you do that? From A to E is a perfect fifth. What is a perfect fifth? It's when you can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, so if your E is not in tune, like this, then your Twinkle Twinkle Little Star sounds weird. So what do? It sounds a bit too low, so you tighten the screw. Until your Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is in tune. Okay? So the same way, D to A is also a perfect fifth. See, you can play your Twinkle Twinkle Little Star from D. And then from G to D also has an interval of a perfect fifth. Sounds quite weird. So what do? Because I don't have adjusters, so I use the pack. Lower it first, slowly turn it up. Until it's almost in tune. Okay, the last beat. You have tuned up all the strings. Make sure you check them again, because sometimes after you tune one string, the other string will be affected. And then the things to check is, after you have tuned, especially after you have moved the packs, is whether your bridge is straight or slanting. If it's slanting, you better call your teacher. Yeah. And then also check that the adjusters at the bottom, so if you turn it too much, it will touch the surface of your violin, the top of your violin, all right? So you don't want it to have a scratch there, so you check that it's not touching. If it's touching, then you have to loosen this adjusters and tune with the packs. So just be careful when you use the packs to tune. If you have any questions, you can ask your teachers. Bye-bye.